Come on in. Come on in. Hi, Chatterbox. How are you doing? I've been reading your little chit-chat all this evening. And Maureen Hayes, that was a really good idea to come. I said, I'm so glad that you guys come on early. It means so much. And then you said, well, because during the show, we don't spend that much time in chat, so it's harder during the show. So we come early to talk and hang out. And I think that's just lovely. Plus, it's going to be a late night because we have an after party for our silver members and above. So you'll get some more chat time in then, too. Hey, this is Craft Roulette. I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. What is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate, original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we're live almost every Friday evening. And when we are here, you are invited, because we always have a seat here. We have a huge craft table, and we would love to have you join us. If you are coming back after seeing Eileen Hull here, welcome. So glad to see you again. And if you're here to cheer on Jessica Vasher, could you give her some hearts, please? She is sitting there waiting for me to bring her on, so I know it would mean a lot to her to see a little support from you. Thank you so much. And introduce yourself. We've got a lovely group here that would love to meet you and welcome you in proper Craft Roulette style. What isn't Craft Roulette? Well, we don't know what we're gonna do here, so we can't really teach you anything in particular. But I bet you might learn something if you pay attention and pick up a tip or two. But we'll have lots of ideas being flown all over the place here in about a half an hour when we spin the wheel. It's a great process. I love spending Friday nights with you guys all over. If you are watching the replay, please let us know so we can say hi. If you enjoyed those cards before I came on and started blabbing, those were the 381 cards that we received last week from last week's parameters. I loved those parameters. I loved the cereal box color palette. It was wonderfully bright and colorful. You guys just really hit it out of the park. We are going to celebrate some of those cards later in the show, because we will have our parade of achievers, and we will be celebrating our first timers, welcoming them, saying yay for our major milestone achievers, saying you girls are too much to our leading ladies. And we have 3 Club 52 members to welcome. Plus, I believe there's 1 new to Mug Club and 2 new to Double Mug. Yes. Just one. One new double mug. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. There are 5 videos as well, and I watched them all today. You guys are doing a great job of making videos on your Craft Roulette projects. Check it out on craftroulette.live for more information. I'm not here by myself tonight. I have the technical genius and support of... Who is there? There it is. It's Mr. Producer. He is the one who does all the buttons. He doesn't like me to have any buttons, and if you've been around here, you know why.
He has a whole lot of buttons.
No, I have a mute button. I could do some damage with that. I have a stop record, a paper cam, and a face cam right now. I do get more buttons on Wednesday night on our second show, and it's kind of scary, but we manage. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, we lovingly call them Vinnies. And what am I trying to say? Subscribe, hit the notification bell. We would appreciate that, so you don't miss any single week spending with you guys and us and making some stuff and causing some trouble. We like that. Want to say thank you to our spin sponsors this month. I always say that. We have Sweet November Stamps joining us. I was looking on their website today. I checked them all out today. Man, she's got cute stuff. She really does. A Colorful Life has some really cool artsy kind of stencils. They're almost like, some of them are pop art. They're real like optical illusion stuff. It's very cool. Scrappy Tales. Oh my gosh, Sabrina, those little Christmas trifold cards that you're making, unbelievable. Check them out on their websites. You can find them on craftroulette.live under Associates Spin Sponsors. Sometimes there's an affiliate link. sometimes there is a discount. So check them out. We would appreciate that when you're making your next craft purchase, to consider our generous spin sponsors, because they're going to give away some stuff later in the show. We are not sponsored by these wonderful companies. We are sponsored by our members. That we have a whole membership group, and they have a whole lot of extra content, including the call tonight. If they're a silver member and up, it's a Zoom call. We have a lot of fun getting to know each other and spending a little time talking about parameters, papers, and cards. It's a good group. You can find out more information on craftroulette.live. We would love to have you join us. We do want to welcome Jody Yu as a first time or a new member. Thank you so much, Jody. There is a note in the inbox for you from me to welcome you officially. We're glad to have you. Okay, Mr. Mike is all dressed up in his traditional kind of colors to see if Jessica is Team Orange or Team Purple as a new guest. We also have merchandise and all sorts of stuff in our shop. So there's stamps and dies, merchandise such as this lovely tog, and an official collab with Trinity that has one of my favorites, the Creative Companion. And I will be getting mine out later when I write down my parameters. I have almost filled this thing. I have one in the closet. I'm going to grab it too, because I started in January, and I have recorded every card I've made on Craft Roulette, sometimes by photos, sometimes by sketches, and all sorts of different things. Anyway, it's fun. I'm glad to have it. That's enough. I'm done talking. Let's let somebody else talk for a while. Please give a warm Craft Roulette welcome from Michigan, our first-time guest, Jessica Vasher. Yay!
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me today.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So go ahead and show us where you are in Michigan, because this is what Michiganders do.
I gotta look at the screen, make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah. So I am in southeastern Michigan, almost to Ohio.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of people from Ohio and from Michigan, so they'll know exactly what you're talking about. We are so glad to welcome you. I saw you on YouTube, and I said, "Oh, she's got some good stuff going on there." I think I'll talk to her and see if she would mind giving us an evening. You're a busy girl.
Just a
you
little
work
bit,
full
yeah.
time. You got 3 kids, a Great Dane. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your craft journey.
Yeah, so I just recently new to YouTube, but I'm enjoying it. I have been card making since 2014. That actually hit me today when I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to talk about. So that's 10 years. Wow. I think my card journey started like many of us, and I found a little nugget in my stash today, but this was the very first card that I created. I attended a Stampin' Up! Party, fell in love, and just dove all in. So I have been creating cards, mostly posting on Instagram since 2014. Mm-hmm. Just recently got into YouTube here in the beginning of the year. I've taken a little bit of a break, because life is lifing, but hoping to get back into it this Sunday and continue to post those videos moving forward. But yeah, I work, craft, I raise tiny humans, and a very large dog. So it's a little bit about who I am.
Yeah, that's a lot going on. That's a lot going on. So we're glad that you can find a few minutes. Now you have an art degree, and but it was mostly 3D painting and 3D, right? Or pottery?
Correct. Yes, pottery. Yeah. So I did hand building ceramics, and oil painting was kind of my concentration for my BA. I had a dream of being a cake decorator. And so my show was all ceramic cakes with all the little details made out of clay. And then I oil painted a whole bunch of cupcakes. And then every day I brought in fresh baked goods to kind of set the ambiance for the day. So people got to come in, try my actual cupcakes, and then enjoy my art as well.
That's a cool twist. Feed them and they'll come.
Yeah, it might have won the award for the coolest show. I mean, it might have.
Well, I would have voted for it. Anything with a cupcake got my vote, right? Oh, that's a nice little twist of that. I hadn't realized that, but I like that. So did you make your cupcakes from scratch like you do your cards now?
I do, yes. I haven't been baking a lot, but when I can, I always try to do things from scratch.
Yeah. That's very, very cool. Well, congratulations on making some pretty cool decisions in your young life. That's good. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not doing it now, but I'm card making, so I'm doing something creative.
I know. Yeah. No, this card making can be very time consuming. I have discovered.
Yes, it
can. And some people I know spend 4 hours on a card. So
it's been known to happen.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, this is your first time to craft roulette, and I wondered if you had a question.
Oh, you know what? I do. What is craft roulette?
Well, it's not cupcake, but we'll see what we can find out. Good job, Chatterbox. You all know what craft roulette is. This producer knows, but he's going to tell us on this little video. We'll be right back to get this show on the road. Well done. Strong.
Did somebody ask what craft roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too. Everyone is invited to join in the fun. We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Yep, that's about what we do every week. Pretty much on cue, same thing. But it's not bad, same thing, because it changes every week because our parameters change every week and our cards change every week. There are 381 contributions, all their little pins falling in. Look at you guys. You are from way up north to way down south. Jessica was asking, where's the farthest one? And I said, well, New Zealand's pretty far. So I think that's probably
at that point, it might
true.
wrap around.
Yeah, it might. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe South Africa. No, I don't know. You are all over the world. Like I said, we have a great big craft table. There was my project that I made last week. It was Card for a Helper, and there's a card tucked in there. Cereal box colors, I used Honey Bunches of Oats, I think. Jungle, I had the toucan and my paper sack. The project was made out of paper sack. It was fun to do. It was fun to hang out with Eileen. Let's see what she made. And there was her card. And so she made a little paper sack, quote unquote, out of vellum. And she had a gift card in there with a beautiful, beautiful stenciled background. It was fun to have you, Eileen. Thank you so much again. We'll see you next time. Now we are going to invite Miss Jessica back on for our Parade of Achievers. This is a time where we get to celebrate some of the people milestones that they have hit and welcome some new folks. And this is on a timer. I tend to talk a lot, Jessica, but if I could say their first name, where they are, during major milestones, I try to say how many cards, but other than that, then you just chime in there and give them some harumps and some good attagirls, because they deserve it. So here we go. Ready? Deep breath. First timer is the hardest card to send in. Welcome to Jody, Wisconsin. That's exactly it. I do like this. Look at that giraffe. Nicola from Saskatoon.
What a fun project.
It is cool. Michelle from Virginia.
Ooh, I love the use of the hand lettering.
No kidding. That's a good thing, isn't it? Don't be afraid. Major milestones, 25, 50, so on. But we start with 50 this week. Akela from Maine.
Oh, I love sloths.
He's a cutie. Jimmy from Tennessee, 50.
Oh, wow. That's great.
I know, they do such good work. Diane, New Jersey.
What a great little monkey.
He is so cute. Lenine Jesse, you're up to 75. I don't know if you were closing the store. Here. Kathy Day, 75. So pretty.
Beautiful.
Cindy, Corny Dog Elkins, Arkansas, 75.
Wow.
Sandy from California. That's so pretty.
Ooh, I like that white embossed.
You include the envelope. Jacqueline from the Netherlands. Lisa from New Jersey. Angie, Nebraska.
Oh, those teacups are very cute.
They are cute. I want to have a cup of tea. Original Londoner, you hit the Mug Club. Congratulations. You have sent in 100 cards. Awesome. Norma, you're going to like Jessica. She has a Great Dane. 125 cards. Crystal, 125 from Colorado.
Gorgeous.
Vanessa from California. So cute. Vicky Ruda, double Mug Club. She's at 200 cards. Oh, girl. So many cute cards.
That's a great accomplishment.
Well done, you guys. Leading ladies this week. Let's give them a round of applause. Going to Smurf Murphy from California, 201.
Ooh, love the texture.
Jackie Jackpot Muller with 202.
The use of the pocket. Really good.
Smart. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin, 205. Very sharp.
Very nice.
5K now, 6K Lamone, 208, and she has a video.
Looks like a blackout technique.
It's cool. Card Monkey Jarvis. What can I say? What can I say? Patty Beck, 236.
Greg
my God.
Googly Moogly. They've been cooking me.
Welcome to Club 52. Heidi Robbins from Tennessee.
Oh, that is so fun.
It's so bright and fun. Val from Nebraska. So pretty.
Love the tag.
And nobody's cooking me here. Cindy from Ohio, 52 cards. Club 52 means you have sent in 52 weeks of cards. It doesn't have to be consecutively, but 52 weeks is a year, and we think that's worth celebrating. So that's the end of the celebration, though. We don't send them anything, no stickers, no parking, no club soda, nothing. They just kind of learned how to make their own cards and say, congratulations, me. So
round of applause.
It's fun. Indeed, yes. We had a few styles going on there, didn't we?
Some
Isn't
really
that
fun
fun?
ones.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Did you see some that reminded you of your style?
You know, I don't know that I have a style. I feel like I am like all over. I'm kind of like a not a mystery, but I definitely don't feel like I have a one particular style. I'm pretty good at trying all the things and making sure that it's always fun and colorful for the most part.
What makes you run to your craft table first when you see something new that is a fun fold or a technique or a pattern, an image?
Definitely not a fun fold, but I tend to be inks. I love ink blending. That's probably my go-to. So when new inks from Simon Says Stamp come out, those are the first things that go into my cart because I just love playing with the blends.
And that's probably from your oil painting days, blending oil painting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was younger too, when I got a camera, I used to take pictures of different sunsets. And so like the colors in the clouds, and it was literally full of all just sunrises, sunsets, cloud colors. So that probably goes all the way back there. Love color.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, we'll see what kind of parameters we get this week because we're just put the top on that last week's show. It's time to bring on the parameters. Shall we?
We shall.
Let us gather at the board. There they are. We're going to be spinning the old wheel to get one in each column. But first, we are going to veto some items. Our members have get to veto off or vote off a parameter each week in each column. And this week for project, they said no thank you to... Would it be 3x3 card? Would it be baby card, card for an influencer, or holiday card? Ooh, they're ready for holiday cards. They said no to a card for an influencer. So that goes off of the board. That doesn't mean that if we land on that and you want it, or if we land on that, we'll spin again. But whatever we get, if you want to make a card for an influencer, you still can. It doesn't mean you can't do it. You just don't have to do it. It's kind of a nice little twist. For colors, what did they vote off out of 4 choices? Sunrise, ooh, you'd probably like that. Hawaiian shirt, pretty paper, or cowboy cowgirl once again. The parameters randomly choose, the computer randomly chooses these parameter choices, and you guys keep voting cowboy and cowgirl colors off. I got a feeling the parameter picker machine is going to keep bringing it back, though, so be ready. For element, what did they choose to vote off? Maps, November, sunnies, or sun in the woods. And they said no thank you to maps. So maps will be off for the week, but you can still add a map if you want. For random, what were they feeling this week? Crumple paper, ridges, plus sign, or white dots? They're good with white dots, my goodness. Ridges. Nobody wants ridges this week. That's been a hated parameter.
I was going to say, I thought I saw that recently. The cowboy colors and the ridges for sure.
Yeah, I think I don't know how it's programmed, but it is programmed.
The randomness?
Uh-huh.
Well, it takes an array from the database, and it actually sorts the array randomly, and then it takes the first 4 from the top of the array. The way it does the sorting is it generates a number between 0 and 1, and then depending if it's bigger than 0.5, it goes to the front or the back.
Oh, we got that, didn't we? Yeah, I forgot to write notes, so I'll probably forget by next week.
It's a little deterministic.
Oh, well, that's why we have Mr. Producer. This is the time. Ms. Jessica, you get to vote something off if you want. Would you?
As I mentioned earlier, I am not a fun fold person, so I did veto number 20, Project Joy Fold.
Project Joy Fold is off. Number 20. There is a fun fold card. There you go. That would have done all sorts of things, but that's okay. Joyfold is really an easy card, and I'll have to show it to you someday. But it's off. It's okay. Where would you put your chips if we end up on guest choice in each column?
So for project, I chose number 24, A7, just to kind of push me outside of my comfort zone. I'm very much an A2 kind of girl. So I thought A7 would be a nice little mix-up.
Yeah.
For colors, I chose number 14, Starry Night.
Oh, okay. All right.
For element, I did number 9, Outdoor Critters.
Nice.
And then random, I did 6, Ombre, because I love an ink blend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can see that. What would you do with Starry Night and Ombre?
Maybe we do a blue kind of gradient, but then bring in some flicks of different colors and then add some black on top to kind of make it that Starry Night.
And you are in Michigan, so did you see the Northern Lights?
I did.
Did you love them?
I loved them. Again, my camera roll was so full of all of the different shades. I did not know that was something that I was going to ever be able to see without having to go to like Alaska or more north. So that was quite a little bucket list check.
That's nice. We could actually see them north of Kansas City. Mr. Producer went.
The sun is on like a 14-year cycle or something. So like the solar cycle was at its peak this year. So that's why we got them so strong with the solar flares.
Yes.
Bonus.
So happy for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that would make a pretty card. I think you'd have a good time. It's unusual that actually it's never happened that a guest has gotten all 4. We have had a guest get 2, which is pretty cool. But we'll see how Mr. Wheel feels tonight. Let's give him a warm up just to get things going. And for project, all the best to you, Jessica. I hope you get something you really, really like.
Big money, big money.
A Z fold card. That's a bit of a fold, but it's okay. You can do that one. Yeah, it's not hard. You can do that.
We're not on the right foot here, Mary. We're not on the right foot.
It can only get better. 4 colors. Starry Night. Come on. Number 14. It's getting close. 16. Scarecrow. Well, that's very seasonal. 4 element. Doesn't mean you have to have a scarecrow. It just means scarecrow colors. Oh, I thought you were going to get your wish. Number 24. Bake. Well, there comes some cupcakes going in my head right there.
Okay, Wheel. Okay.
And for random, I told you once we spin, you'll have nothing. But then we'll work it through. Crinkle Inkle. This is something I made up, so we'll talk about each one of them.
Okay.
All right. Your first thoughts are panic, or are you going, I think I can do this?
You had me at colors and element, so I'm good there.
Okay.
And whatever Crinkle Inkle is, I think I got that one. But oh man, the Z fold. It's just we got this. We got this.
We're going to talk this all the way through. We'll throw out Crinkle Inkle first. Crinkle Inkle is something I made up years and decades ago. And it is taking paper or a plastic bag or something, dipping it in ink, and then using it as a texturizing. And it's very
speech.
And so, yes, this is time. Here's some time for you to get your thoughts together too during my speech. This is going to be this is a challenge, and everybody is welcome to play. This is going to be your art project, where this is not the show where we help you figure out how to use a product or tell you how to make something and you copy it. We're throwing you in the deep end and say, have some fun with these 4 parameters. We would love to see your artistic expression, like you saw in the slideshow and in the Parade of Achievers. We have all sorts of styles that come in, and we love it. Your card can be, it needs to be a card. Your card can be very simple and very classic with pattern paper, a sentiment, and a stamp set. Or it can be very complicated, like Amanda Stevens would make, with lights and fold-outs and layers and all the different things. Or anywhere in between. It's up to you. You can take each one of those parameters, like Scarecrow, and take it very literally and say, HEY Google, what are some scarecrow color palettes like? And HEY Google will probably show you some ideas where you can go here or there. Or you can go, I think scarecrow colors to me is all denim. And you can focus it down on just one color or two or three. You don't have to have a lot, but you can. And you don't have to have just a few, but you can. Where was I? We don't mind little kids joining us. We actually love that when we have junior crafters and craftettes join us. And we don't have any kind of level of expertise that you have to have. This can be your first card, like, I want to point this out, Original Londoner, who just is new to Mug Club. Her first card that she ever made was her first card for Craft Roulette 100 cards ago. And her sister Rosie, which we all know and love, introduced her to it. And so that's cool. Maybe this will be your first card for 100 cards in the future. It's very, very fun. I got to tell you, it's a little bit addicting. So just take that with a grain of caution. We do ask that you only send in one card per show. If you want to send in more, you need to be a member and you can join the bonus gallery. You can make those parameters all the focal point, or you can make them just sneakily added into the card as a little micro point. You can make it, what am I saying? It needs to be included, though, all 4 parameters. It needs to be handcrafted, and it needs to be family friendly, so I do not blush when I see it in the gallery. It's basically, you got to be MG rated, and that's my initials, and suitable for a preschooler. So that's it. All right. Now, see, you had all that time to think. What did you come up with?
I got my colors.
There you go. You're off to the races. A Z fold is not hard at all. Have you ever made one, or a Z fold for our friends outside of the U.S.?
It's supposed to be like this, right?
You take an A2, or you could do a 5. That's it, exactly. You take an A2 or a 5x7 if you want, and you just fold the top piece over back half, so that it looks like thonk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of times people will put some kind of panel on that front part so that it kind of overlaps. Shall we, Mr. Producer? Let's do this. Make it easy for the lass. Okay, so this is an A2 card, right? So I'm just going to bring
Yes.
You might zoom in a bit.
What's wrong way? See the mess I have. And then you just bring it back over so it folds like that.
Oh,
there are
okay.
other things that we will see, like double Z, where they do different fancy things, and there will be flip fold kind of Z's and different things. They're very fun to work with. But a lot of times they'll just put a panel here. And so it's out over this inside. And you can actually even put something inside that's hidden or whatever. But it's not hard.
Okay. That really helped.
Okay, no problem. Happy to help. I don't want you crying. I want you to have a good time. So you've got your scarecrow colors. When I think of scarecrow, I think of real fall colors. So I'm pretty excited about that, because we only have a few more weeks of that. I hear there's going to be some cold weather coming to Kansas City this weekend or next weekend. I know it's coming, but I don't necessarily want it to. I'm thinking like rust colors, terracotta, hay colors, pumpkin colors, denim colors, all those kind of sunflower colors, all those kind of things would work. Now, how we put that in with bakes? Let's talk about bake. Bake could be a kitchen. It could be a cupcake. It could be a gingerbread. It could be anything from a kitchen. It could be a recipe. I think, Mr. Wheels, knew you were going to be here and said she likes cake and cookies. And all
She
those
likes
things come
baking.
from the kitchen. So this will, doggone it, Chatterbox. We're going to be looking at a lot of food again. It's always food. It's always food. So does that help?
It does, yes.
Okay.
I think I have an idea.
I sometimes keep chocolate in my kitchen. I'm seeing some people asking about JD, who is my grandson, and that means they get to eat chocolate. He is 8 months old today. So 8 bites. 8 bites for JD.
That's a great age, 8 months. That's when they're
So
like starting
cute.
to like know who their little personalities start to come out and everything. So getting into everything.
He's adorable. So yeah. Shrinky Dink. Yeah, baking some plastic elements, chocolate.
Oh,
I miss some of pots and pans. You know, some ephemera and different things have really cute kitchen gadgets like KitchenAid mixers and things. So those would all be fine. Karen Burniston's got those crazy kitchen pop-up dies. Those would be great. Drinks, all that kind of stuff.
oh, drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about a drink.
A table setting, a centerpiece would be in a kitchen where you bake. Probably wouldn't baking mitts. Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay.
Could be baking in the sun.
Oh yeah, baking terracotta pots. You're right. I'm in the kitchen because I'm always talking about food.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I live there.
I bet. Yeah, that's a really good one. What did I have in? No, I was thinking in the kitchen. Bread, but bake in the sun is a really good idea. Yeah. So, Chatterbox, do you like that one? Yeah, I think we'll probably, a lot of us will, pottery. It's all baked. You did pottery.
I did, yeah.
And you baked that. This is
I did.
so you.
Yes. It's like it knew, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so
it challenged
then
me with that fold, but we're gonna prevail.
Well, he didn't want to seem like a pushover.
Yeah, didn't want to give me everything.
All right. So, comfort level.
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. I love hearing that. Well, Chatterbox, you know what's next. We're going to watch a little video on something or other, and then we will be back to make something that we don't know quite yet. So join us. Stay here. Stay here. Sit back, relax. It's Friday, for Pete's sake. We'll be right back. Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. Once upon a time, in a land of glitter and glue, there was Mary, who had lost her crafting mojo. Desperate, she called the one person who could help. Doc! Mary asked for one of Doc's brilliant inventions to save the day. Doc sprang into action, her lab a whirlwind of creativity. With a cry of, "Great Scott!" Doc unveiled her masterpiece, the Craft Roulette Creative Companion. She called Mary, and with a touch of movie magic, handed over the book. Mary was stunned. The book was incredible! Out of nowhere, Biff appeared to cause trouble.
Give me that book, blockhead!
A flurry of stamps sent him packing. Mary quickly explained the wonders of the book, showing its many secrets. The Craft Roulette Creative Companion is a project sketchbook designed to accompany creators along their journey through Craft Roulette's weekly challenge and its many adventures. Use it as a project planner, an idea bank, as a journal, or any combination of the three. Each spread has room to record all the essentials of the Craft Roulette Challenge. There are 100 spreads in each book, plus some extra room to sketch and make notes. The Craft Roulette Creative Companion is a collaboration with Trinity Stamps. To get yours, check out the video description for more information.
Mary, let's get back to the craft.
Well, I happen to have my Craft Roulette Creative Companion real handy here, so let's write Z-fold. Let's write Scarecrow colors. It's actually become kind of my little resource from your ideas and little tidbits that I have gotten from you guys in the chatterbox and in the gallery. And so it's got all sorts of little memorabilia of all the weeks that I've been doing Craft Roulette cards. So that is available on Trinity Stamps. Look for that. Very fun. Wonderful little item for Christmas. Okay, Crinkle Inkle. You'll take something this fancy. This was on my floor. This could be from on my floor. And then you take some ink. I think I'll take other ink. I don't know. I'll take this ink. And you grab some ink and then you just inkle. With that, you take the crinkle and add some inkle. And so you get all sorts of different kinds of textures. But it's fun. It kind of depends on the plastic or paper that you use. It looks kind of like marbling sometimes. And you can use different colors and the like. So how about that? That's Crinkle Inkle. I made it up a long time ago. Sorry. I think I might, I'm not sure what I'm doing quite, but I do have my Azif fold. And I think I'm going to put this on the inside. It's too big. And then use this on the outside. Maybe I'll Crinkle Inkle this. And then I'm going to... Who could not use the Ninja Bread Men? So I'm going to use my Ninja Bread Men. Because they are definitely half-baked. They're kind of crazy. So that's that. Okay, that makes sense. Good, Flora. Thank you for the feedback. Actually, I think I will use this and then add it to that because I have some smudges. So, oh dear. We've got a detail question here from Melanie. Can you use paste with the crinkle inkle? Well, I've never had that question. I suppose it would. Maybe it has some coloring from ink in it. Maybe. I don't know. It would probably work really well, though. You'd have a really good texture. It makes me curious. I'd kind of like to see it. So, yeah. I am gonna trim that down a little bit. It would take math if I knew. And then I'm gonna bring, some like Simon Hurley stuff. That might be really cool. And I'm gonna ink over this too, so bring it in with some little brushy stuff. I can hear Jessica in the background. She's just working so hard. She is die cutting like crazy. Well, this will be a lot different from last week, I think, with the Z-fold card. We don't have any sacks except for crinkle inkle. I guess you could use a sack. We got bake instead of jungle. That's a lot different. That's good. I like it when we change it up. Mindless Crafting is here? No. Oh, no. Yeah, the cupcake digital. That was quite the wedding, wasn't it? Woo. I have to show that to Mr. Producer. See, it looks kind of groovy, doesn't it? Kathy Day likes these better. Kathy Day, I saw that you barely got your card in, or you almost forgot to send that in, but it was so pretty. I'm so glad you didn't forget. Well done. Yeah, give it a try. CRN is here. Yay. Good to have you. Give it a try. It's fun. It's a good little technique. I think. You're welcome, Kathy Day. She's coming back. Brave woman that she is. All right, I heard a lot of die cutting. What did you have going on?
Okay, I think I die cut out some leafy die cuts here. Let me make my space a little bit better here. Okay. And I think I'm going to ink blend these really quick. And then I'm going to use the crinkle, which is new to me, technique to kind of add some, you know what? I'm going to take them off. That one doesn't want to stay. To try to add some texture to it.
Yeah.
And this will be a new thing for me.
Well, welcome to Craft Roulette.
And I found the perfect stamp set. I went really literal, but I feel like I have to show it.
That's a good thing sometimes on Friday night when you're a first-time guest.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Baked
Don't
goods.
make yourself miserable. Well, good. Well, tear into it. We look forward to see what you come up with.
We'll see if this works. They're pretty small. Maybe the texture probably won't show up very much, but I have.
Well, it doesn't have to be big.
Doesn't have to be like prominent, I guess.
No, we're absolutely good with just little sneaky snakes in there.
I tend to be very black and white, so gray is hard for me.
Oh,
but there's always time to learn new things. Okay, so I was kind of running around, but I think I saw you. So you just take a little bit of plastic, you wad it up to get that little bit of texture, and then you... Oh, that looks like it's going to be pretty solid.
You can try some. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Light. It depends on your hand, your touch, how heavy you are, how much crinkle you've got. If your paper is real stiff or if it's soft, a lot of variables.
All right. Well, we'll see. So you know
Sometimes
what? It
it's more
looks a little bit
crinkle.
better
Than
than
Inkle.
inkle. All right, let's try to focus. Okay,
You're doing
I think I
good.
did it.
See? Look how
Yeah.
easy craft roulette is.
Piece of cake,
You're,
piece of cake.
you're slaying it.
Even with that sneaky little fold that I so did not want, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's
We're
a
learning new
good
things.
fold. It really is.
I had to Google some of them. I did not know what a joy fold was until I Googled it, and then I was like, "Yeah, I don't think that's for me." So
That's all right. That's fair enough.
all right. There.
We all have our strong areas, our stronger areas than others. So I just grabbed some scraps. I didn't. I never know exactly what I'm gonna do.
You got them so fast, though. Like you had a plan.
Yeah, it's like I've done it 240 times.
Yeah, true. Okay, you kind of get good at it after a while.
Well, what's funny, Jessica, on World Card Making Day, Amanda Stevens and I and our guest too, had the parameters beforehand. And oh my gosh, it was so hard. I had to plan. It was awful.
Oh, really? So you are more of like a spur of the moment kind of crafter.
Yeah, apparently I didn't used to be, but I am now.
One of the things I say a lot in my YouTube videos is, well, what I do is I pivot a lot. I have a plan.
I heard that.
And, you know, I show everything and I'm like, this is what I'm going to use. And then towards the middle to end, I have thrown in a completely new sentiment and done away with what the original plan was. So there is a lot of growth that goes on my YouTube channel, and everybody gets to experience it with me because it's happening.
Speaking of growth, if you click on Jessica's name in the video title, you can go subscribe to her.
Here you go.
I promise I'm coming back. I've been a little MIA, but I've got content all filmed. It's just a matter of getting it put back up there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time sometimes when you
It does.
Edit and all that stuff. I've never done any of that, but I've heard people talk about it taking a lot of time.
I keep it pretty simple, but it can get tedious sometimes, especially someone who pivots all the time, because you got to learn how to edit those little, segues potentially and make them look a little more seamless.
Well, good for you for trying and getting started.
It was really the hardest part, getting started and just saying, like, I'm going to do this. Like, if anybody is considering it, there's so much resources out there and you don't need to spend a lot of money to get started. I use my iPhone and I use Premiere Pro, but there is other resources out there for very basic editing that are free. So you just need a phone and a computer. And I know a lot of people that do it just right from their phone. I like a screen, so I like a bigger screen. So that's why I like a computer. But I do know people that record and edit all on their phone for their YouTube videos.
Yeah, we have a handful of people that make process videos using their Craft Roulette cards, and they're like first timers, and I'm so proud of them for trying.
That's great. I love doing it. I love teaching. I didn't ever want to be a teacher, but I do enjoy making teachable content on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoy it when somebody has there's no greater feeling, I feel like, when you are a content creator, when you have inspired somebody. And so that is probably the biggest joy, is when people say like how my video has inspired them, because it's just, I don't know that there's not a lot of other feelings in the world that are as good as hearing that.
It's a good one.
Okay, so I'm going to let that dry since it's alcohol ink. We don't want our markers to get smudgy.
Well, thanks, Cindy. She's subscribed and has vinnied you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right,
It's a good group of crafters and craftettes.
Yeah, this is a really fun community. It's definitely great to be a part of it, and I'm so thankful that everybody is so accepting.
Well, they've accepted me, so it's
Yeah.
Hey, let's go follow some old lady on the internet who doesn't know what she's gonna do and just does it anyway. Good.
You know what you're doing. You were back in like 2 minutes. You had a game plan. You were ready to go.
Yeah, I knew I had these little guys. I was looking for something else first, but no, I was looking for these guys. I found some other stuff for then and went, oh, there it is finally. So we're good.
Okay, so now I got to wrap my brain around this. I watched you do it.
Okay, yeah. So put the fold on the left. Yep, that's it. That's all you do. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yay.
You should show your panel from the top so she can see.
Okay, yes.
See? And then this panel fits over. That's how I do it.
Awesome. On it. Actually, we're going to do a similar kind of plaid coloring as soon as I find my stand.
It's going to be the cutest little Z fold you've ever seen.
Of course.
I do have some questions from our astute, clever members. They would like to know you better. By the way, they all said, welcome. We're so glad to have you. So
awesome.
Just a nice group. On your job, Cordelia is a working gal. She works at a library, and she says, what sort of events do you help with planning? She thinks it sounds like it's real interesting and exhausting.
Oh, yes. All of the above. So I actually work for a really unique industry. It's going to sound real crazy, but I work for a life insurance and an annuity company. So we sell life insurance and annuities, and we are a 501c8, a fraternal benefit society. So most people, when they hear fraternal, they think of not only college fraternities, but your Elks, your Eagles, your Moose, all of those organizations where you have to pay a membership fee to be a part of. Mm-hmm. And ours just happens to be a life insurance and annuity company. And because of our 501c8 status, we are a not-for-profit. We have obligations to give back to our members in various ways. And one of those ways that we give back is through our events. And so the events that we plan are usually deeply discounted. So I know we have a lot of Ohio and Michigan individuals. Most of us should be familiar with Cedar Point. So what I do is I work with Cedar Point to get a group discount rate. And then we provide that deeply discounted rate to our members, and they can purchase up to a certain amount of tickets and attend that event at a discount. So last I checked, it's been a while, but last I checked, I don't think you could get through Cedar Point through the door. Like if you showed up at the gate, it was like $80 to $90. Mm-hmm. And what I do is I contract the group rate. We get Cedar Point, we get the water park, and we get parking and a food voucher. And I get a really good deal. And then I offer it to my members for the price of $35.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's part of my job. I source all of those venues and events and work on getting those contracted. And then I also throw really large events for our membership that we're required to do. And I run a scholarship program. It's a lot. It's a really great opportunity because the thing I love most about my job is that we do a lot of give back to our communities where our members live and thrive. And I think last year we gave out over $600,000 to our members' communities. So we do really great things, and we help support a lot of those individuals that are in need and need that extra love. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
So it's probably more than she wanted, but
no, I enjoyed hearing about it. So Cedar Point is like a
it's an
water park?
An amusement park.
Amusement park. Okay.
So it's the longest running roller coaster amusement park, I think.
You go on those things?
Oh, no. I just plan the event.
Okay.
No, I do not roller coaster. I never really liked it, actually.
No.
Not even when I was younger. Not a thing I like doing. But I enjoy the memories the members get to make, and that makes me smile.
Some people like them. Yeah, that's great. Well, that sounds like how in the world did you go from an art degree to something like that? That's quite a jump.
Yeah. It was a college student that just graduated and was looking for full-time employment, and something just fell into my lap.
Yeah.
And I ended up been there for 13 years, and probably be there forever as long as they'll have me.
Oh. Well, I would think that will be a long relationship.
I'm hoping. I really love what we do. I got a great team. We're a small but mighty team. I have 2 women that I work with, and we get a lot accomplished. But people like to think that event planning sounds really fun and glamorous, but it's really not.
It's nuts and bolts, a lot of it.
Yeah. There's a lot of pivoting and which I'm really good at.
Is that kind of your life, your word, your life's word, pivot?
I think it is lately, for sure. That hit me. I was like, I said that a lot today, but
makes sense. It's a good word and a good skill to have.
Lots of thinking on your feet and just making sure those in attendance don't know what's going on if there is cut the wrong side.
Right. Issues? No issues. There's no issues.
No, all smooth.
That's neat. You must be 13 years. You've probably gotten really good at it too.
Yeah, and the nice thing is that's the one thing that doesn't change. I do like growth, and I like to learn new things and all of that, but our events are very structured and not a lot of changing there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What kind of markers are those, Mom?
These are hoo-hoo.
I love my hoo-hoos.
Yeah. I got them from my ex-boyfriend, Michael's.
Did you have to break up with him?
I did. He's such a womanizer. I couldn't take it anymore. He's always
coming to my area.
He will do not be fooled by him. Yeah. Do not. He will send you so much mail, and you will go, he likes sending me emails, but he never pays, never. And he always makes it sound like he's going to give you so much, but he never pays. He always makes me pay in the end. And I think, and then I go in and I go visit him. And do I ever see him? No, he doesn't come out and say hi. Oh, I should have done those things. He stays in back somewhere, and there are women all over there that all go to see my ex-boyfriend, Michael's. So don't fall for his shenanigans.
Okay. I'll try not to.
Yeah. Be strong.
It can be hard.
Be strong. Heed my word. But it is a good little story. It really is. And
Yeah,
always
we're
use
getting
your vouchers. Just always
We're getting a
use your
brand new
vouchers.
one. We also have a Hobby Lobby and a Joann's, which we're not a
Wow.
really big community, but apparently we think we're going to be able to support the 3 biggest craft stores. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Hope it goes
I'm
well.
not mad.
It's not. No, it's nice to have.
I feel like there's always times where I'm like, I need something, something ran out, or I need something for a special project, and Hobby Lobby's closed. So, it's usually Sunday is when I have the best creative time. So having Michael's, our Joann's is mostly fabric. So having a Michael's will offset some of that.
Well, my ex-boyfriend does have some fabric now, but it's not a lot. But you can get the thing about when he got fabric, he also got some notions, and those can be very handy. So it's not all bad.
Notions for like quilting, or just notions
Just for sewing, but you
for sewing?
like if you want some elastic for signatures and things like that, he's got it, which is
nice.
handy. Yeah, really nice.
Do Michael's not normally have fabric?
They did. I think they got fabric once they were bought by somebody else after they were having some organization problems. I think
After a breakup?
after a breakup with another person, they're always breaking up. I just tell you, it's a heartbreaking thing.
Wow.
How's your card coming?
I think it's coming good. I'm definitely learning that I should have not glued the yellow one down until I had this one cut a similar size, but that's okay.
It's hard to know when to glue sometimes.
Berta says they bought Hancock Fabrics, and that's why they have fabrics.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Oh. So
Thanks,
they broke
Berta.
up somebody.
Speaking of Berta, she has a question I'm going to ask later because it's more of an end of the show question. But Sylvia Torres, who does a lot of cards in her little craft roulette world and a lot of bonus cards, she's a great contributor. She says she enjoys watching your ink trio blending videos. And how do you choose the other color combinations for each new trio?
So I am a believer in ink swatching. I swatch all of my inks on these little, I think they're 2x2 squares. And then I'll just get it. It's a Jennifer McGuire little hack, I guess. And then what I do is I have them for all of the colors. And I just pull out the trio I might be using, and then I just scroll through. Oh, I got the rainbow splash ones in here too, but then I just kind of pull one out. And let's say I want to do the rose and I got to find the 2 other colors. I'll just do a little, snake, or we'll peruse. And then when I find one that I like, I know that I'm going to do that one. And then I'll grab another one. Now, because I do have an art degree, I know all about color theory, analogous. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. And all those. So I tend to lean that way, but there have been a couple of my videos where I have pushed that boundary and paired colors that shouldn't go together, and they've come out really beautifully. So I would just really encourage anybody who wants to get into ink blending and is nervous, just start blending, because there are a lot of times when blue and orange should not go together, but they end up looking really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's all about playing.
That's about the long and the short of it, because not everybody sees colors the same way either.
True.
Our eyes
exactly.
are all a little bit different, and we all have subjective choices to make whether we like combinations. I mean, all our houses aren't decorated the same. And so, yeah, it's like, go for it. Just have some fun. But speaking of orange.
Oh, yes, I hear you have a question for me.
Yes. We have, our political factions are Team Orange and Team Purple. It doesn't mean that it's your favorite, because sometimes we don't get our favorites, but we still tend to like one more than the other. Now, I tend to go one way, and then it turns out that we have some friends that really do not feel the same way as I do. At all. So we always like to ask our new guests, what the heck? Are you Team Orange or are you Team Purple? Don't look at the chat.
If you're going to make me pick one, I am Team Purple.
I knew it. I knew it. That's why I put his purple shirt on.
I do love all color, but if I had to choose between the two, I'm definitely more purple.
Yep. I could feel it. I could feel that you were going to go for the purples. Look at all those people give you purple hearts. Oh, come on, give me some orange hearts just for a little bit of balance. There we go, Kimberly. Way to go. Way to stick up for the orange friends. Yeah, I had a feeling. I did put his shirt on. I put a purple shirt on because I thought you were indeed Team Purple. And that's okay. We still like you. It's
That's
a
good.
noble color. It's a noble color.
I mean, if we really want to pick a color, I'm Team Teal, but
Yeah.
of those two purples.
Yeah. Many are.
Yeah, it's very common, which it was not growing up, at least between me and my friends, but it is a color that a lot of people I notice in the crafting industry really like.
It looks good. It's just pretty. It is pretty. Come on that. Oh, yeah. So you just want to go, oh, yeah.
My chat went dark because I think my screen or my tablet's gonna go nighty-night soon, but if there were other comments, I wish I could see them.
Oh.
Or questions.
I
I guess Mary,
I
how
have
long
a
have you
few.
been crafting?
Oh boy. Well, Noah's wife and I used to craft a lot together. It's just a few years, and then I moved over to Wilma Flintstone and Betty Rubble. We did it for a while too, but they've kind of moved on. But yeah, I've been doing it a long time. Long time.
Cards a long time or just crafting?
Cards. I did my own cards when I didn't know about pre-stamping. And then the stamp queen came along, April Miller, and she introduced me to stamping, and it was like,
What century was that?
That was last century. Last millennium. And I just never stopped. Got real addicted.
Yeah,
So.
it's a slippery slope.
It is.
Takes one dealer. We all find that dealer, and then it's just pew.
It's true. It's true. And she is the most unassuming, sweet woman, but man, she led us all down that path. And then, I mean, seriously, the scores of women because of that time that I spent with her that have started stamping and card making is just remarkable.
Mm-hmm. My dealer, I think I said I started on Stampin' Up. My dealer, yeah.
Why do they call them demonstrators after all? Really?
Right. That was the wrong D word.
Let's just get with it.
She just recently, I think within the last year or two, got her $1 million sale. So that was really exciting.
Goodness.
And I definitely helped her, back in the day get there.
She's probably like Michael's, doesn't give you much credit for it. But I'm sure that's a big deal. $1 million sales.
Yeah.
And you're talking sales of $20. We're not talking houses here where you get, where the houses, I don't even know how much houses are right now. But like I remember the real estate agents getting the $1 million club. But for stamp sales?
For stamps. No, she's been doing it for 30 years, but
still.
Mary, I apologize. I do have to take a small little break. I have a small little hand that decided to come downstairs. So
well, I wondered if that little bit might need you. So you're fine. I can handle this group.
Okay, I'm gonna go see
we'll talk about our dealers here.
I'll come right back.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, listen to that little voice. She's got a 4-year-old little princess, and she was watching a movie, and I wondered if she might get her mama maybe close to bedtime. Future crafter is right. We can't have her get angry or hateful toward the craft. Gotta make her love it. So thank you guys for Did you hear that little voice? Oh my gosh. So, okay, so we'll just talk about JD.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Okay. That wasn't long. Did she need a goodnight kiss?
Daddy fell asleep on the couch, so I just had to get Daddy back up.
So what do you usually do on Friday nights?
I'm usually in bed by now. No, this is
you're
good.
Eastern time, so
it's been a while since I've crafted, so I'm excited to be here.
Okay, good. Shoot. Those Friday nights, I know it's tired. You're worn out. I think you're doing real well. It is a sacrifice to be on this show sometimes because people are so busy. But your husband seems to be a good guy. He fixed up your craft room, and Paula Rice says she is just so jealous of your crafting space. And do your kids craft with you?
They do. Yeah, actually, my little princess, she wanted to sit in my lap, and she wanted to make cards right now. So I have a spot for her that's across from my desk, and I give her all the little ephemera pieces that I don't end up using. And she just goes to town. She makes a lot of little creations and loves every minute of it. So I'm happy to have a crafter in the home. And then my boys are both very artistic, but this is a lot darker than I thought. Oh, because I grabbed the wrong one.
I did that too. This scarf was not supposed to be that dark. I couldn't quite get the right color. Oh, you're cruising. No, I'm doing fine. I can dilly-dally for minutes upon minutes upon minutes. So no stress. No stress. As a matter of fact, I think I might even do a little... Oh, no, that's too dangerous to crinkle inkle on top of that now. Too dangerous. Just let that idea drop. Oh, I know what I was going to do. They have all sorts of little sayings, so I was going to add some of those. Like ginger.
So you use little gingerbread man. They're like little ginger ninjas?
They're ninja breads.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I think so. You're one tough cookie.
Oh, that one's
Happy
cute.
Hiya. I'll just use the hiya.
I was going to go and hand cut and draw a gingerbread man because that is one stamp set or one. I don't have anything that's gingerbready. So I was just going to make one, and then I saw the stamp set, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I got to use that now."
If you want to have some aggressive ones, I've got the stamp set for you.
Who's the maker of those?
Trinity.
They got some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Very
happen
humorous.
To be very. I'm partial to their glittery things.
Lots
Their
of
glittery
little
embellishments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull some out here. Probably. Cordelia's stamping out her gingerbread men now. We're doing great. Hi. Reminds me of those kung fu hamster little battery powered thing we had.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Everybody wants kung fu fighting.
Yes.
Bacon like a ninja.
I'm from the era of, so you said hamsters. So I'm from the era of when the internet like kind of was just getting going, and there was the hamster dance. I don't know if everybody remembers that, but it was a web page that you could navigate to watch little graphic hamsters dance.
Stephen, why did you never show me that?
I think you saw it.
Wonderful.
The family was showing hamster dance when I was little.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember that.
I'm a child of the internet. We knew about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my favorite things, remember you were in this era. So, what was the name of that song? It's real dramatic. She's walking through this house and na 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 da da da. That one.
Turn around.
That's it.
Oh, every now and then you get a little bit.
Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I've been binging on this one silly Instagram channel, and I get stuck on the silly ones. I'm telling you, I'm a sucker. But he does that song with squeezy chickens, dog toys. I will put it in our Facebook group, which if you're all welcome to join that. It is Craft Roulette Show. Maybe you don't want to now, but Craft Roulette Show Facebook group, it is private, so just fill that out and come on in. But it is so cute. It will make, the internet is all worth it when you see something like that.
Agreed.
All those people that work so hard to make the internet something special. And then you get squeezy chickens.
And then you watch that video, and then it takes you to another video that, is similar, that
gets you in the really good stuff.
Loop. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. I'll send it. I'll put it in the group, Charlene, so you don't miss it. I don't want you to live another minute without it. But you'll have to wait at least a minute. Oh my gosh. And he has his whole channel is these chickens doing squeezy songs. It's just fabulous.
Do you think he was like sitting on his couch and like watching his dog? Yeah, and then just like had this moment where he was like, "Oh my goodness, yes!" And then he got his camera out and just, "I can do this.
I can do this. I can be on the internet. I can be an internet star." He's got like backgrounds and stuff. It's really fantastic. And they have the same face the whole time, but because they're just plastic chickens.
Oh my goodness. I've seen the donkey that gets like really excited about those chickens. That's a video I've seen. And they have to buy new ones all the time because he destroys them, because he just squeaks them
out. I do like those chickens. My granddog used to like the pig that squeaked.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big pig man.
What color?
Oh, that's looking pretty. That bread looks good enough to eat.
Thank you. Got a little pumpernickel, a little French baguette. I'm not sure what challah looks like. golden brown, I think.
It's kind of sweet, so it's maybe not
Dark.
not so dark. I think. It's been a while.
I really like these Ohuhus for their price point, but I bought the 168 set, and it is sometimes challenging to find color blends, I have noticed.
Right. Some of them are lacking a few things, but
But I know
Yeah.
they have a bigger set since I've had these. I've had these for quite a while.
yeah, they don't seem to. I haven't had any trouble with anybody drying out yet.
Yeah, me neither. And I'm not a colorist, but I do use them. So
Right.
pretty regular.
And I went ahead and got their little skin tones too, just because I was tired of going. Which ones do I use? I can't remember.
Yeah,
So
I need to
that
get.
was kind. It wasn't very. It was one of those very cheap things that scandalizing ex-boyfriend.
I'm trying not to get on. I mean, I want to really bad get on the Olo train, but just can't commit.
I know.
Because I know once I start, I'll need it all. Because I definitely have full set syndrome.
Oh, okay.
And so I try to limit my sets so that I don't get crazy.
Yeah. Well, you can do quite a bit with very little. You really can. You can blend those too. You swatch those out?
The Olos?
Or your markers? Mm-hmm. Looks like you've got everything all fixed up there.
Oh, yes. I think I'm all set. I'm going to add some white. And I just bought this extra fine opaque paint white marker. And because whenever I use a gel pen on my alcohol markers or just on ink in general, it always turns the color of the ink.
And it likes
And I
to
heard
do that.
that this was a good solution.
Somebody was on not too long ago. They were talking about, oh, golly, I'm sorry. Can't remember. It was Sharpie's new opaque white that they.
Oh. I didn't know they did such a thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look for that. Sharpies are my go-to for most things. I didn't realize they had a white. I bet that would work really good. Although it is alcohol. They are alcohol-based, I believe. And I wonder how that would react on alcohol ink.
Who was that? I'm drawing a blank. Probably remember at 2 a.m. But I won't be calling you. Don't worry.
You can send me an email.
It seemed like it was somebody that knew what they were talking about too. That was. I'm always a little sketch on my referrals, but they knew what they were talking about. Not my thing. Vicky Ruta, it's almost 2:00 at her house in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for being here.
Double mugger. She has sent in 200 cards.
Wow. That is so awesome.
Becky D says Sharpie now has oil paint pens.
Oh, see, yeah, that just blends right on in. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, I guess I'm going to have to go back to Old Faithful.
Yeah.
Hopefully this
like
isn't
you said,
too
you got to
loud.
play, right?
Right.
Just gotta play. I got the starry, or this ended up being Starry Night colors too.
You would have been all set for if I would have gotten my way.
I know. Except 5x7. These are kind of little. I'd have to put a lot on. But the thing with the 5x7, if you don't like it, because a lot of people like A2, like really like A2, you can always put an A2 on a 5x7 and call it good. In this part of the woods.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we know all sorts of ways around. We're sneaky,
So
aren't we, guys?
if I ever have questions, I just need to come here and ask them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is
Whoa.
a joyful?
That's right. Well, seriously, we have 240, almost 41 episodes, and they're all cataloged. Very easy to see, and you can just go down the list and you can see what the parameters were. So if you are looking for something in particular, oh boy, it's right there.
Oh, I'll have to do that. Do you change the parameters often?
Well, these will be off tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Yes.
The ones that were picked will be off.
And then, but not all of them. Mm-mm.
Oh, so that's a good way not to have the repeating.
Yeah. And we've had so many shows now that I try to, on some of them, try to wait for 100 episodes before I repeat it, which is so funny. That's so many episodes.
It is. That's like 2 years.
Yeah. So you won't see the same parameters, except for some of them. They just stay. Like A2. Everybody likes those.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't imagine. Well, I could because there were a lot of different types of cards on there I had never heard of before. So I guess I need to expand my mind.
Yeah, you got a few things going on, girl.
I like the idea of different things, but it's just
I know. There's those kids. They want to eat. I bet they get hungry at least twice a day.
Okay. At least, yeah.
Biking like a ninja. Oh,
here's a question for you, Mary. What kind of die cutting machine do you use? Use hand crank or electric?
Mr. Producer found out that my hand crank was really bad. And so
does it shake your desk?
He was it was old and
it was hard to use. I was trying to test some of the dies that we ordered, like our own dies that we made, and it was so bad. I was like, no, because I asked her, I was like, do you like die cutting? And she's like, no, I don't really like die cutting. I was like, this is why. It's so hard to use. And so I emailed Amanda Stevens, and I was like, what's the best die cutting machine there is? And so she brought Jen
Gross.
Yeah, Jen Gross into the email, and we ended up getting a Empress.
Oh, mm-hmm.
And it's a dandy.
I hear so many good things about the Empress.
I always feel fancy when I use it.
Yeah. Queen of the craft room.
That's the very one.
I have a Gemini and I love it, but I could never get embossing folders to look good in it. So I do also have a hand crank just for my embossing folders, but I've been really happy with my Gemini.
Good. There's a lot of nice products that we get to use.
There is, and it's so hard saying no sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about die cutting, but that machine's pretty nice. The magnetic things that the dies really hook onto is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The plate, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
I remember when my dealer got me to buy by the one that Stampin' Up did, and it was nice. They had a magnetic plate for a while.
She must have been good. You'll have to afterwards. You'll have to tell me who she is.
Yeah, for sure. Totally can. She would love it.
I'm afraid of her. She might.
You're afraid. Well, she's been doing
get
it
me to do things I don't really need to do.
She's good at that. That's for sure. Oh, I didn't really need all of that paper, but yeah,
They do have
she made
darling products,
yeah.
and they come out so often.
Yeah, I do. I'm kind of winging it here.
We have
Let's
some
see.
nice dealers in our group. There, I think I'm just going to sit back and watch you now. Good.
Oh man, I'm getting there.
You're fine. Diona. Oh. Diona McInerney asks about art mistakes. When you make a smudge or something, what's your go-to fix?
Oh, cover it with something, whether it's reimagining where to put a sentiment or putting a jewel.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure my go-to. I am a firm believer, though, there are no mistakes in crafting. So there's just happy accidents and
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
splatter, splatter, however you
Splatter.
choose to say it. That's another way to cover something if you're like, oh, well, guess we got to pivot that.
Pivot. I love that. That's so smart.
Oh, I think we
Yeah. Because there's like best laid plans of mice and men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we often talk about if people are architects or gardeners when they approach their art projects here. And
okay.
I think sometimes we start as an architect on a project and then pivot and go right to the garden.
Yeah, there's the people, it always impresses me, the people that can just like jump in. Like you had a plan and you knocked it out. Like I would pivot a couple times, probably.
Well, I love working with the parameters and I use them all the time. So it's very comfortable for me, the approach. So those are my seeds in my garden. And then it's up to me to prune and shape them. Those little wild things called parameters. But it's an easy way to work through them.
Oh, I do not like that. Oh, I cut it. No, I don't like it.
Pivot.
There you go. That's kind of nice sticking out like that for a little horizontal line. Because you've got...
I was going to do that with the chala.
Oh.
Okay, well, what if we put it over there? There, that kind of gets us the rules of 3.
There
Maybe that
you
would be
go.
better. Oh, and then look, we can add.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
You're doing fine.
This is a new bottle of Gina K, so it is coming out fast.
Ooh. We have some cards coming in, so we know that all these parameters are doable. So that's good.
Oh, that's awesome. Already, wow. Okay.
If you are coming in late, this is Craft Roulette, episode 241, and we've got 4. We didn't know what we were going to make tonight, as always, but we went spinning with Mr. Wheel, and we got Z-Fold card, Scarecrow colors, Bake is the element, and Crinkle Inkle. You can scroll back to the discussion part, and right after I'll show you again what the Crinkle Inkle is if you're not sure. Crinkle Inkle is a technique I made up years ago, and you take something, you crinkle it. I do like to use plastic because it holds the ink a little better when you inkle. So you crinkle, then you inkle. So that's all there is to it. And I did that on this part of my card and then ink blended over it. So it looks just like a pattern paper, a textured paper. While you wrap that up, I see embellishments, so I know you're getting close. I'm going to make sure that I hit all my parameters. And so my Z fold card, or Z fold for my Canadian friends and other places as well, is right there. My scarecrow colors are denim and like rust or orange, yellow for the straw, and brown because they're out in the fields being dirty and everything. So I think I got my scarecrow colors. My bake element are gingerbread men going hi-ya. And I also put baking like a ninja inside, and then my crinkle ink I just explained. So I'm good. I can go on to go. Good to see
Has
you guys.
anybody gotten to the end and like missed something completely?
Me. And we have a wonderful lady that watches the show named Heidi, and she called me out. So we deputized her. Now we call her Deputy Heidi. She's been Deputy Heidi for at least 2 years too, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been around. We also have the craft police of chief, or the chief of the craft police across the desk from me. But he's very corrupt. I can get away with it from him.
Never seen a crime I couldn't turn my head and ignore.
Too much work not to ignore.
We might have just lost your top-down camera. Let me see.
Oh.
Your phone might have died.
Oh.
Nope.
There it is.
I wonder if it's getting hot.
Oh.
She might be getting a little hot. We're almost there. Hold on. We just got the pretties now.
Yeah, they
After
do
we
get
get
hot.
this-
We have little fans on our camera.
Yeah, I
They-
had one.
They were getting so hot. It's amazing how hot they get. Yep, that's how she got deputized, Lauren. There she is, watching us too. She says she's always watching. Always watching. Now, I do steal art every Wednesday night on our second show, In Review. We have a little game called Who Done It? And I will pick out a card from the gallery and recreate it with some twists and turns. And there's a bunch of gumshoes out there and deputies. And they're not deputies, they're detectives. And they try to catch me. And they always have caught me. But I've gotten pretty sneaky. It takes them quite a while before they catch up and figure out who I'm casing. It's fun. That's looking mighty fine. That's so
All right,
pretty.
I think that's it. We're gonna. Oh well.
Oh, of course. Well, I told you, spill some glitter. You did it. You did it, girl. You are fine. You are. Did you smudge the card?
Not yet. Maybe a little right there.
Darn.
That's it.
Drop a stamp. Oh my. Oh goodness. Well,
thankfully
shoot.
it wasn't paint.
There you go. That's the right attitude. Well, let's go through your card since Deputy Heidi's always watching, and make sure that you are good to go to load that baby up onto the website. Not tonight. You
All
don't have to
right.
do it, but let's go through it. You learned
Okay.
how to make a Z-fold. Congratulations.
Yes. For anybody
You
who's
used-
not.
Your scarecrow colors are...
Denim blue, this
Mhm.
mustard yellow, red and green.
really
and
pretty.
brown.
Really pretty. They're fresh. Mine are kind of dark. Yours are fresh. I like the difference. And your break, well, you can see your bread.
We baked bread today.
Yes, I can almost smell it. And you learned crinkle inkle, and you did it on your leaves.
Yes. Not as
That's so
prominent, but it
cool.
still added a nice little texture. I don't know if we can
It
see
counts. It counts.
Yeah, your phone, I think, is struggling from the heat or
Struggling.
whatever. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we will let that phone or whatever just kind of relax here for a minute, and we're going to tell some
There we
people.
go. It popped in for a second.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
How to win some stuff, how to play, who's coming up, and we'll bring you back to say goodnight.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Well done. I think she surprised herself. That was really good. I'm glad I asked her on. That was nice. Yep, we want you to play too. Use those 4 parameters. Make sure it's family friendly and handcrafted. One card per person, and upload it to craftroulette.live. There is a submit contribution form. Everybody's really good at it. So keep up the good work. If you are a member, you go one way, and if you're a guest, you go the other way. But you don't have to be a member to submit a card. We would just love to see it. Take your best picture. Do your best card. We'd love to see it because it's going to be in the gallery a long time. Plus, we may show it on another episode, on our second show. So make it good. Crafty Al's coming next week. She's already promoting. She is the queen of promotions. She's so good at that. I'm looking forward to having her on. I haven't seen her in a while, so that'll be fun. Michelle Lupton, after that, we're going to be talking to her from Australia, and I bet she'll say good day, mate, to Stephen because he likes it. Christine Bertram, Stampin' Up. Not demonstrator, now I'm getting it all mixed up. Dealer, our Stampin' Up dealer is coming on. And then Caitlin Anthony. I'm looking forward to Caitlin coming back to see what's new with her. And then that last one, we've got Mary Claus and Mary Gary. You can put paper cuts on my fingers. I will not tell you more until then. Join us every week. That is on craftroulette.live. We start at 6:10 Central Time with our slideshow 6:30 for the show. Thank you, members. We're going to have a little call here afterwards with our silver and up, so don't go to bed yet. Please join us and bring a marker and some scratch paper. I've got a little project for us. Oh, no. When I say I've got a little project for our family, they all start worrying. It's kind of fun. But they do. They kind of, what is she going to make us do? But it's always good. Like the time, I don't do it too much anymore. But a couple birthdays ago, I had orange slices, and I brought them down, and they're like, oh, what is she going to make us do? And so I had them all put orange slices in their mouths, and we had some great family pictures. Yeah, that's the ticket. You can join us as a member as the lowest cost is $5 a month. Even if it's just for a month, we'd appreciate your support. That is how we stay on the air. Thank you so much. Check it out on craftroulette.live. That confetti always means it's time to give away some stuff. Let's do it, Mr. Producer. If you sent in a card last week and want to be on that wheel, you are on that wheel, and we will be spinning it. It is programmed to randomly select a winner. We only have one winner per name per night. So even if it lands on you twice, I don't think it's supposed to, but I don't know why I said that, but it used to occasionally land on the same one. So
it won't.
It won't anymore. Never
Well,
mind.
I mean, it might land on you, but it won't. You can only win one prize.
That's right. And we have a whole bunch of different kinds of prizes. We always start with a Krog, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. Who's going to win this one tonight? It is the coveted Krog of the universe. Right, Hat Trick? The most coveted prize. Oh my gosh, I gotta send them out from last week. I just noticed I hadn't. Rachel McLeod, this one is going to Scotland. How exciting. How cool.
Shetland Islands, right?
Yep. We'll see how long it takes. That'll be fun. I will send it to you. There is a form after the spinning's all done. There's a form on craftroulette.live to claim your prizes, so please go over there to do that. Craft Roulette goodie bag is going somewhere. If it is international, I will send you something. It just won't be a great big goodie bag because it gets too much. Oh, Erica, most congratulations. Erica's a really fun member. I've met her on calls, and she's also been a guest on our third show, which is a member show. She and her whole household, Kimberly and Tyler, all watch together and craft together. A lovely, lovely thing. For a Sweet November stamps giveaway, going to Jonna Bell. Congratulations, Jonna. There was something about you. Was this your first card? No. There was something about you on this gallery. Wonder what it was. I know there was something special. I saw it. I read it. For a colorful life. Oh, the Sweet November is $32. But for a $25 gift certificate to a Colorful Life design. Oh, it's going to Sweden. Congratulations, Christina. That is wonderful. Well, there's a chance you could even afford that shipping too, we'll figure this out. And for a Scrappy Tales, oh my gosh, the dies they've got for this little triple fold thing with little scenery. Oh, so cute. I just want to go spend time in those little cards. They're so darling. Who's going to get it? Oh, Deanna! She's right here in Kansas City. I've known her from way back in the old Close My Heart days. She's in Independence over by my daughter. Congratulations all. Make sure you claim your prizes. It may be Monday before I do it, but get all the information out. But we'll get you all fixed up so you can go shopping. That'll be fun. Thank you so much for joining us. So, let's bring her back. She's ready. You just missed Ellen. Oh, I'm sorry. There she is. Are you surprised how easy it was?
Yeah, and I really loved it. It was definitely not as nerve-wracking as it initially felt like it was going to be. So.
Yeah. You don't know. Anticipation is always worse than the actual event, I think. Well, maybe some things, but generally, anticipation is much more awful. Were you nervous?
I was not nervous, actually.
That's so cool.
I spent a lot of time in my craft room today, so I think I just got one with it and was able to move forward from there.
Good. We do have one more question, and Roberta Sadler, who we mentioned earlier, said, where would your ideal craft retreat be? On a cruise, in a cottage, or near a beach?
Oh, in a cottage with all of my crafty besties.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
It would. I've actually been dreaming about it. And if they're watching, let's get real and talk about it. But
yeah, make it
the last
happen.
couple days, we need to make it happen because I've made some really fun crafty besties, and we only get to see each other at that one place in Columbus, Ohio, and once a year. So we definitely want to get together and do more.
Yeah, B&Bs. There's got to be some craft-related B&Bs. I know there's some around.
There's actually one here close to me. I want to say about 20 minutes away. She hosts, I think it's more scrapbook driven, but she has an Airbnb bed and breakfast, and she has scrapbook retreats all the time. So
yeah, there's a couple around here. There's one that's really looks great, as a matter of fact. But anyway, it's always something nice to dream about. Yeah.
For sure.
Well, thank you so very much. You have anything coming up that we need to know about besides you're going to be making some videos?
Just that. I'm hoping to get back on my YouTube. I'm a little bit more active on my Instagram. I'm a designer for Simon Says Stamps. So my second favorite time of the year is coming up, December. So you'll see lots of fun goodness December 1 for that from me. So I'm looking forward to that. We will be watching for your name, and we can go, hey, I know her. Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Well, this time of night, we have a tradition where we kiss our brains. Oh. We've done something remarkable. This is a great thing for your children. When they do something really remarkable and smart, you just kiss their brain. They do that. I learned it from a first grade teacher. It's wonderful. Do you have them kiss their brain, or do you kiss them? Well, both. I'm up for both. Okay. A lot of kissing.
Chatterbox, I hope you had a good night. Thank you so much for joining us. Replay crew, thank you for joining us. Say hi, join, send in those cards. Mr. Producer, excellent job as usual. And Jessica, it was a delight. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Guys, we'll see you Wednesday night, and we'll see if you can catch me stealing some art next Friday with Crafty Out. Good night, and have a great week.